Armed with nothing but a handful of dreams, young chocolatier Willy Wonka manages to change the world one delectable bite at a time. Wonka sets itself up to be a feel-good holiday movie. Did it hit its mark? Let's get into the standouts. The first standout, the music. The movie opens with Timothée Chalamet singing, and I was pleasantly surprised. I'm not sure how much auto-tune or engineering went into his songs and music, but it sounded good. Being a Ronald Dahl film like Matilda on Netflix, I wasn't too surprised, and the music fit perfectly. It brought a charm to the already magical movie. Another standout, the prequel story. This movie was closer to the book and also served as a prequel to Gene Wilder's performance in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Telling the story of a young Wonka works, because we always had questions about how Willy Wonka started his factory, the Oompa Loompas, and more. We see the relationship he has with his mother, who also becomes the reason why he's a chocolatier in the first place. And he wants to make her proud. Another standout, the callbacks, mostly in character names, and we see Timothy with Gene Wilder's mannerisms, from how he walked down the stairs, his quips and sayings, and even why we see certain things like laundry in his candy factory. Very well done. This was given to us under the radar, and you could miss them if you aren't paying attention or aren't familiar with the 1971 film. Almost like Easter eggs for Wonka fans, and it's not pushed on you. I'll tell you right now that Timothée Chalamet as Wonka was great, but he couldn't have done it without his supporting cast, and that's the next standout. They did a great job of showing each individual's wants and needs with a particular focus on Noodle, a young girl who's abandoned and dreams of seeing her family. Some say she wasn't needed. I heavily disagree. She was Wonka's main helper and introduction into the new town and the society that he finds himself in. The ins and outs, how the town works, who's in charge, everything was given to us through their conversations. Even Hugh Grant was great as an Oompa Loompa. If they talked for real, they probably would have sounded like him. It's not my problem until there's a problem. Overall, the acting was great from everyone, and I didn't find any sore points in the performances. I also like how they didn't make it easy for Wonka to get his chocolate shop. The chocolate cartel, with names like Slugworth in it, who in the 1971 film actually helps Wonka. They show us that they are the big boys in town, so to speak, and they're doing everything they can do to stop him. And it's good to kind of find or have that pushback as a reason to why he's not able to kind of progress, and it's a thing that we have to witness him fight through in order to have his dream realized. They also did a great job with the themes of picking yourself up, not giving up, and finding a family around you. For a holiday movie like this, it just worked well. Now let's get into some letdowns. The first one, I wanted more. I would love to see a sequel to this film of where he left off in the film and then going into truly realizing what we actually see from Wonka in Gene Wilder's performance, even Johnny Depp's, how he gets there. This is such a magical world that I'm just so curious how he becomes cut off from the rest of the world, how he gets so many Oompa Loompas to the factory. Was there anyone else in his life to help him do all of that? Because it seems like the supporting characters kind of go off on their own. It just seems like there's one extra step before he actually truly becomes Willy Wonka. Another letdown, did they need all the supporting cast members? Primarily the ones who were helping him? I don't think so. Some of them were actually forgettable, and we didn't get much from them other than they were helping Wonka with these little tasks to help him do what he needed to do. From them telling us about the town, we kind of already knew that from his interaction with Noodle. There were about 5 or 6 supporting characters helping him. If they would have slimmed that down to 4, I don't think I would have been mad. But overall, I give this movie a 4.5 out of 5. I absolutely love this movie. Great music that supported the film, great acting from the whole cast, the Wonka callbacks are on point, and themes that made this truly magical and allows us to see other sides of Willy Wonka. But too many supporting characters and some questions that are still left unanswered stop me from giving this a perfect score. Thank you to all my subscribers, and if you're new, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button so you can join the rest of the viewers and discuss movies. As always, I have more movies here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.